I was just speaking to
Ah.
some voice in my head there for a moment. There you go.
Hello everybody.
Hello everybody. Okay, we got Code. Hello. Oh, Jannertto is here too. 30 months. That was a many months.
Yeah. That do be.
I'm swapping boobs because, of course.
I'm giving the card to the reader. It just happens that the reader doesn't really work that well, you know.
Okay, you have to swipe it many times.
Yes.
Hello,
It's like in Among Us.
Well, hello. Oh, look, it's a Flopsy mode. Flopsy mode. Flops is very flopsy. I tried to come up with a fun pun there, I couldn't. So you get a no pun there. Now.
I have joined the stream together, as you have noticed.
Yes, I had the window open there for a moment. We got Todd. Yeah, that's the voice Todd makes. I'll put stuff on the screen soon. Give me a moment.
I did notice something interesting here.
You found a new...
Well, it's not like Twitch is like, hey, look, here, look at this, look at this. When you open the point to redeem thing.
Do you like it?
It is quite beautiful.
No, not Fox Kitty. Well, I'm a fox now. Jannertto likes me wearing different style of leotards. Shows off those hips.
I guess you're not wrong.
Highlighting the... I like leotards, but not for the hips. Hello to you, Gated. Kingman. Another apple. Can't have too many of those. Not hot.
Ah, this one also gets a special. I know.
All of them have. No, I guess not all of them. It matches, not exactly. Stop looking.
Some of them only have the accessories staying up.
Yeah. It's whatever
This
I can
one has
make.
The slit hood.
Yeah, it's whatever I can make it work for.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's not what I wanted to do.
So I should make a method that destroys the tile map so I can make it again. Should I make it so that it just changes the tile map as it is? Yes. But this is simpler to make.
I know this is the wrong project, but I'm just trying to get Blender to generate the proper texture. Because it can't... It still struggles, it still messes up. Can see that. Don't know why. For some reason, actually, I could find more messed up points on the 3D modeling Blender. That doesn't really make much sense. Probably because I knew where to look. It's a very big football. Oh, for some reason I can't really find. No, hey, like there's a point there. There's a messed up points there. But I'm trying. So I've been just trying to see if I can get it to generate a proper texture. And I think I have made it do that by splitting up the texture to the sphere into 6 pieces instead. And I just wanted to see if I got that to work properly. I also got the normal mapping and effects layers and all that stuff to work, which is relevant because that would be useful in any project, so...
What did you say?
I got the shader to work.
Nice. Yeah, that thing you showed me.
Yep.
Or okay, nice.
So if I update this with a new normal mapping. Okay, it will be kind of hard to see with the texture. I can kind of see that this seems to have fixed itself. The slight annoyance that there is no option to just clear a texture. Maybe there's a secret command for that. Unity loves them. There we go. Doing that does resolve that issue. So now it shouldn't have any of these glitched edges anymore. So now it should look fine. I think it looks pretty good for this is
You probably wouldn't actually notice the mistakes that the football...
No, of course, it's so tiny. But now it doesn't have them anymore, so it's even better. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is better to not have them than to have them.
But if I understood your sentence correctly, for you to take, like, remove things from things, you usually select null.
Well,
clicking the
yeah, but you have to go to the select menu and then go all the way to the none option and
that do be.
Not saying that I have.
Or you can just click it and press del.
Or maybe I can.
That seems to work too.
Okay, there was a shortcut for that. Well, look at that.
Apparently.
Yeah, I did say that there's probably some secret shortcut and there was.
I mean, I guess it's potentially secret. It is possible that it is written somewhere, so it's not that big of a secret. And I did just come up with it, like in a couple seconds. But
I mean, what do you mean? Do you think I would go through the documentary for the whole documentation for Unity?
Well, arguably, if it is written in the documents, it is not hidden.
I mean,
it is buried, maybe, but it is not hidden. We know where it is.
Who reads documentation for whole game engine? That's not like what the hell?
No, but you might read couple specific things, like the thing you are going to be specializing in and how to use the engine.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense.
But I do understand your point as a dyslexic.
Yeah,
it's a bit difficult to concentrate. Reading is fucking hell.
For you, it can be fun. With like
what
page after page with this text. I feel like the documentation. Yeah, here's a point. I don't feel like the documentation of Unity is that well written. But to be fair, I haven't read that much. Probably depends on what you're reading about. Some of it might be well written.
Very possibly.
Not saying that Unreal Engine is well written either, because I haven't really looked at that.
I haven't found the damn thing for Unreal Engine.
Well, that's an issue. For example, there was the whole how many internal ticks it goes based on to determine the frame rate or the update rate of the game, where they have this specific magic number. That documentation I really struggled finding for some reason. I managed to find it once, but then I couldn't find it again, so I had to dig through my history just to find it again.
It did sort of seem like it is a rather old document, so it could be that it is kind of forgotten.
Yeah, but still used, so...
Well, yeah, well, it is relevant. I don't know how many people actually use it, but it is definitely relevant.
Well, I guess that's the issue.
And again,
I did write that post. I got an update on it. I haven't looked at it since I posted it. I just posted it in...
How good lurkies, but...
Listen, playing it. Ooh. But I think this is... It doesn't have texture because the texture is a bit off now. I mean, taking the effects layer is also off, but I think it looks pretty nice for...
Yes,
just...
it does.
This is just using effects. This is not textured at all. It's just a base texture as the level has the base texture. Just a color is... A single color, no texture. So... Yeah. And it is playable too. Now I just need... Ooh. Now I just need to... Obviously this wasn't a necessary thing to do in the game. I don't like how it bounces when I roll along this line. Corridor. It's...
I mean, you are clearly more on... Well, you do... You do seem to be... Well, at least a lot more focused on the appearance of things than I am.
Yeah.
Which is not saying... Well, it is saying much such that you actually do something about it. Which is nice.
Someone needs to do the art.
Yeah. That do be the case.
Well, it runs quite well.
Yes. How did you, or what approach did you take for making this happen? The ball rolling and whatnot?
I was just using the physics engine.
So do you put force into the rigid body or...
Yeah. It is just a force, it doesn't do a rotational force, but...
It's to cause it.
So that's why it can... Oh. That's why it can roll up a wall.
See that it does that. Because that would tell that the friction causes moment force.
So when you roll slowly, you can move very quickly. But I was thinking I should probably apply some rotational force when going slowly.
Possibly. But like what I mean is that when the friction affects the surface, it actually causes the
the ball rolls
times distance. So it does cause the ball to roll.
Yeah.
Which...
I guess.
Well, I mean, that is how physics do it, so...
Well, yeah.
There's just, I guess, more friction between the ball and the land normally, and the ball doesn't just abnormally receive force out of nowhere. I don't know.
It's a very strong wind. And you can rotate the camera. Maybe you should be able to rotate the camera further down. And you can spin it. Wee. And you can also jump it whichever direction it goes in. You can quickly make the camera go that way. I need to zoom and stuff. This is of course not the project we've been working on now, but
no.
But I like the progress I've been able to do.
Yeah. Well done.
And I worked on this last time.
I think I visited.
Yeah, I think you should have been. Said something.
I don't remember you doing this though, but then again, I might have been a bit distracted otherwise.
Maybe.
Probably.
But
I was playing Vintage Story with my friends.
That's a suspicious milk emote. Todd.
They're just getting a milk bath.
And Todd, you're 59% clear today. You were 60%, but you know, you messed up your percentage, I think. If you did that redeem.
Came across kind of a fancy feature Unity has recently.
Oh, there we go.
Apparently, you can make your UI kind of in a similar fashion as you do websites. Only they have a inbuilt editor for generating the code portion.
HTML remains the UI.
Well, it's not HTML, but the... how to put it?
Which is not a great word.
So, you can decide pretty quickly and easily what side, like what sort of portion the UI element takes of the screen. Is it potential? Is it pixel based? And then there are certain calling, I don't know. I guess the biggest positive is that you don't really need to do the UI multiple times, and since it's kind of data package based, or like the positioning and the style are separate, so you can kind of just change the style to fit the game, and the UI will kind of just do the rest, unless you want to tweak something in the positioning.
Well, actually, I don't understand what
I'm not surprised, I'll be honest. I have not tried to explain this to practically anyone, so I am not good at it. Also, I don't fully I don't fully understand the positives myself, fully. I have this feeling it is nice and probably works well.
Well, maybe.
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 Maybe, baby. I don't know.
You went into that confidently and then you abandoned it.
Yeah. I might be a bit sleepy. Though I have at least slept from 10 to 14 esque, so 4-ish
to
hours.
14. That's not enough sleep.
No, it is not. I played a role of Repo yesterday with a lot of different people. And that might have been a mistake, but I did have fun.
Yeah, not playing with the friends wasn't a mistake. There was a terrible.
There was a new update to Repo just now, so.
Ooh.
And now I will test if my map destroying method destroys the map.
What does the map destroying method do? Destroys the map. Oh.
It potentially destroys the map, and it might also do something else if the theoretical doesn't work out as it should. So.
When you cut.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
So it works.
So
Great.
let's run this function and it's gone.
Yes. As it should.
Yes.
So now in the load method,
which I missed because I slept. Oh.
I streamed hell of a lot yesterday. I started from 14 because I overslept. Then I streamed till like 18:40 or something. I raided out.
Okay, that's not
Then
too
I went
crazy.
to someone else's stream who was gonna be streaming Repo. Then someone else asked, can I stream that? And I was like, nah, I might as well stream it too. And then I started the second stream, and that lasted till like 20 past midnight.
Okay, so
Then I went and watched the movie in Discord, and then I ended up in a second
third?
Repo. Third Repo, which I did not stream.
But yeah, okay, so a private play thing. You are silly.
Yeah, I am. So it was streamed by multiple people. Multiple lovely streamer people.
So they streamed and then you were part of it. Interesting that you didn't stream it yourself. I guess some people do that.
There are some people who are kind of vehemently against streaming the collabs with multiple streamers.
Why?
The reasoning is that it divides the audience, but I didn't really see the case that I and them had the same audience base, which, yeah, nope.
So instead of dividing the audience, one of the streamers gets no audience.
Well, that's the thing. So.
Okay.
So yeah, if two people stream at the same time and they happen to have the same-ish audience, I'd go to the other stream instead of coming to the other one.
Thank you for using the term other to refer to two different things. No, I don't see a Considering like the viewership is supposed to be merged when you do a stream, that shouldn't be an issue.
Stream together thing, yes, but that wasn't the thing back then.
No. But it's been a thing now, at least for a while, so. But I guess people struggle changing.
Well, I haven't really spoken to them about collabing after it and haven't really touched upon that, so. Yeah.
So here's my shader.
Is it shading?
It is a very shady one.
Shady shader. It's not overly complex, which is great.
No, it's a very basic one. I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Probably lerp.
So what does the 1 minus multiply 1 minus 2?
Multiply, you know, if you multiply by half, it will be a half. That was a terrible explanation, but
yeah, so
if you multiply by a half, so you have a range from 0 to 1. If you multiply by a quarter, you get a 0 to quarter. But because I do -1 first, multiply, then do -1 after. Or it's actually 1 minus, actually. That means that 0 to 1 and multiply by a quarter, that becomes 3/4 to 1. So it's inverse. 1 minus is inverse. But maybe I can use... Yeah, I can use lerp instead, which should reduce it to... So I take the input here as B. And I'll take the strength input as T. That should give the same result. Because if the strength is 0... Although I don't like how I can't just pull it out. I have to right click, disconnect. Oh, disconnect all was the wrong option. Wait, there's an option to just disconnect one. Delete. Wait, how do I disconnect? How do I disconnect one? I don't want this connected anymore. If I connect both and I want to disconnect the second one, how do I disconnect it? Copy, show, disconnect all. Where's disconnect one?
Click the line between and press delete.
Oh, I guess I can click on the line, yeah. That is true. Okay. Yeah, lerp does what I wanted to do, so I technically don't need this and just do this instead.
Nice. Lerping it up.
Because standard lerp, where your input is an A and B 0 and T is just multiply at that point. And it's an unbound lerp, so you can go beyond. So I could replace the multiply with lerps too, but I guess multiply is better, I don't know. Bubble boy is lurking. But I want to apply more things to the ball than this. But yeah, the issue I had before when I wanted to set this up was when I wanted a texture, I went in here and I searched for texture. And I saw like sample texture. I was thinking like sample, what would I want to sample? Isn't like gather texture better? Because that's literally what I want. I want to gather a texture. And then I decide which texture I want. But no, gather texture is not the one you want, because that results in a bad looking texture. You want the one that's called sample texture, even though sample... I don't get it. Why is it called sample? I don't want a sample. It's just a texture.
I feel like it might be one of those technical terms.
It might be a technical term. Unreal also calls it a sample texture. However, there's a difference. Here you must set a sample texture and then you put the input a texture input node that you then set in the material, while Unreal has a complete texture parameter, as if the input you could just plug it straight into it, but you're not allowed to do that in this. So the variable input thing is built into the thing. You can still modify the UV and stuff. And the same issue I had with the normal map. Because when I try to do normal, I search for normal and I find like, oh, normal from texture. That sounds very logical. So then I insert a texture here, then I have this as a normal map. That seems like exactly what I want. And it also got a strength value, so I can even plug in the strength. But I'll let it be the default, which is 8 for some reason. Whenever I save these, I look at the texture and like, where did the normal map go? I can see some speckles here from it. What happened with my normal map? But no, apparently you do not use normal map for normal map. Normal from texture, which sounds like, oh, it's a normal map. You have a texture of your normal map and then you convert it to an actual normal map, which you have to do in both Blender and Unreal. But no, here you just take the pure texture and just plug it into the normal map. I don't know.
I mean that is kind of what it says, normal from texture, so it somehow generates the normal from the texture.
Yeah, but that's not the one. It probably has some use, but if you just want to have a texture, yeah, I don't know what's going on. If you have a normal map as a texture, you just plug that texture. I have a normal strength here.
Yes, but like that's what I'm saying is that I feel like that component is for making the normal map from the actual like texture, not the normal map. Fuck it, I'm gonna go and read.
Okay, so it's from when you don't have a normal map, instead you have like a texture. If I take the regular texture I have, okay, and it's
that is
here.
What I would read it as, but I have no idea.
Okay, let's see how this normal map looks then. Okay, yeah, apparently that seems to be the case. Now let's try to generate a normal map from the texture I have, which probably is a nice way to, if you don't have an actual normal map from your texture and you have like a rough texture and you just want some kind of normal map for it, it's better than nothing.
Especially if we are speaking strictly on like flat surface. If you have like wallpaper or something, essentially.
Although wallpaper should probably not have a normal map.
It's good to have something so the light doesn't just...
Well, yeah, but then you should probably pick one of the noise maps from the engine.
I did not know that they have those.
I do not know if they have, but I would assume they would, because those are basic textures. Otherwise, you should probably be able to generate a noise map.
I mean, you can, although I don't know if that's default.
Or you create just a basic noise map that you use as a height map instead, and then convert that to a normal map. So you get some bumpiness to it.
Converts a height map defined by input texture into a normal map.
Wow. Good, yeah, point one, we should be under the covers together. You gotta save up your points so you can bully me many times in a row. Me keeping point one paranoid with my 300,000 points. But $2, you wouldn't bully me because you don't want to see me in my anyway.
Maybe they like me and just like the reaction.
Yeah. No, what are you doing it for? You're pulling Ponton.
Pick up the devil.
No, You like to look at me in my underwear.
I don't know. Doesn't do much for me.
You like your very spontaneous underwear. Can I change the mesh that is used as a preview here? Because this is just using a sphere preview and it looks ugly because of it. Yeah. I can change it to a cube and a cylinder and a donut and a plane with backcolor, which makes sense because color mode is set. Actually, inverting color mode does give it an interesting effect. Because you don't see the front side, you only see the back side of it. Which is kind of disorienting. Anyway.
I was thinking of having these like otherworldly entities have inverted, or like otherworldly things have like inverted faces. And I was feeling that that would be a wild effect to have in like otherworldly things.
In Crash 4 they are actually using inverted faces for one of the skins. And that's the electrocution, so you can see the skeleton on the inside of the mesh.
I see.
Which does make it appear as if the skeleton is rendered on top of the body. And the body is just almost pure black. But no, it isn't. But because you can see that in places where at creases and stuff in the 3D model, you will see the back side of the face, which is layered on top of the skeleton. It just doesn't happen often. Hello, Remian.
Backside.
And I get a pear today. You got a cherry. Cherry. Chair. But yeah, well, as far as I can see, I can't like choose a custom model to use here. Can I drop the mesh here? No. Oh no, it changed because I clicked on it. Oh, smooth.
Well, this is strange.
What is strange?
Doesn't generate the platform anymore by default for some strange reason.
Hmm. Since the texture is made specifically for the ball, and this is also a ball shape looking things behind us, I guess you can't see it very well. But it uses a UV wrapping on it. It uses the Mercator wrapping on it, so so the texture looks all wrong. And I'm not using the Mercator style of texturing on the ball because that would put the most details on the poles, which would look weird. This has a uniform texturing across the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this definitely, the new style definitely works. I just need to generate a new. It gets brighter the closer you look to the black spot. It goes a bit too bright, I think.
Yeah, guess that's a lighting technical thingy.
I wish it didn't get so bright. I could dampen the effect a bit.
I feel like there is a way of doing that.
But I guess also the ball shouldn't be so strong.
Oh, shouldn't be so strong. Oh my.
You like
Whose balls are we talking about?
You like a good strong ball.
Yeah. Especially if it's cannonball.
Oh. Pon-pon's balls are not cannon.
Uncanonical pon-pon balls, I see. But apparently my thing might be working too well. I don't know. I get an error message that I need to understand.
Oh.
Missing reference exception. The object of type tilemap system.tile has been destroyed, but you are still trying to access it.
That sounds like a expected error.
Just wondering what the heck is a tilemap system.
I don't know, something you built.
Oh, I don't have a script named that, so that's why I'm kind of confused. Wait, is the tilemap system the namespace? It is the namespace. Okay, then it is definitely something I have made. Just the tile has been destroyed, but yeah.
Destroyed the whole namespace.
No, the tilemap systems has not been destroyed.
Okay, now it doesn't do it as much because the black isn't as black. It's not Vanta black. It's a cool ball. I caught you like a good strong ball. No, today Pon-pon was working on balls. Was working on balls. The ball is still on screen.
Actually found out that vector int is a thing.
Vector int?
Yeah, vector 2 and vector 3 int.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to call them. I guess there's a reason to call them vector, I guess. Well, yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah.
What we used to do is call them float 2 or 2 floats. But I guess it can't start with a digit, so float 2, float 3, int 2, int 3.
I expect that since they have made the system to be based on the floats, the vector 3 and vector 2 are kind of just quote-unquote defaults, because the whole system runs on them. Well, the whole 3D environment.
Where's the vector 3 boolean?
So just a list of 3 booleans.
Well, yeah, just like a vector 3 of any other type is.
Well, they do have other things too, Bon, but I don't know how you do those things with the boolean.
What other things do they have? I think we talked about this before, but I'm curious, what do they have?
I need to go and find out, because I don't remember it off the top of my head.
But yeah, I kind of learned more about that stuff. Like, there are things they can create, like you can get stuff out of them. Like there's a lot of, it's not like purely, it's like you create it by just defining 3 values, and you can break it apart and just getting the 3 values. But there are a bunch of functions and stuff you can do.
Yep.
normalizing and getting the velocity and stuff like that.
Measuring distances between them, angles between them. Getting magnitude out of them. Normalize them.
Yeah, but I mean, you would be able to do that with bools too. A bool is always normalized, so I mean, you can't normalize it, but I mean, normalizing it is the exact same thing.
How do you get the angle from them?
Well, there's no problem. I mean, you would not get a bool angle.
Technically,
but
I mean, technically, it could output a similar effect to what
I mean,
the arrow keys on a D-pad have. Like.
Yeah, because you have 3x3x3 positions. It can be in 27 positions.
Yeah. I'll trust the math on you. My head is not gonna be rolling the math. I mean.
Kurt, are you trying to humiliate me? I am confused. How do I check what fruit I have? Well, exclamation point fruit. I would like you to just guess what the command is. Just go wild. Just exclamation point is the command marker, and then you just yeah, you can't use the same command so fast. But yeah, just F works too. A capital F works too because it doesn't care about the case. Yes,
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat. Yeah. Just go wild and just guess what command is and it gives, and because I want it to. You can also type fruit if you want. I'm still missing a fruit. I'm missing a hamburger.
But you have so many bananas.
I only got 247 bananas. I don't have that many.
Go to the shop and buy yourself 247 bananas, and then tell me that's not a lot.
I'll freeze them and then have them for later.
Well, their shelf life isn't that long, you know.
That's why I freeze them.
Frozen bananas.
Yeah. And then I put them in a mixer and I have a banana milkshake without the milk. A banana smoothie. Banana ice cream. What? Banana is the ice. Candy cream. I only got 36.5 of all bananas. That's... I don't have many of them.
Banana monopoly over here.
No, I don't even have half of them.
Having a third of a resource is a very powerful position to have.
Yeah, I'm very powerful with my bananas. Watch out.
Especially if you then can speak to the guy that has 10% of the bananas that, hey, if we refuse to sell on this amount, if we refuse to sell under this amount of income, we can kind of force everyone to pay us more.
Well, I don't think we can sell these fruits anyway, so it's okay.
No, I'm just being educational in a weird way. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
So we just get them right. Because as we know, when you go close to a thing, it becomes bright.
Do wonder why that is.
It tries to compensate the light for... One of the early game I know does that is Halo 3. So it has dark areas and light areas. And it's kind of interesting because it only transitions. It transitions slowly. Not very slowly, it's kind of fast, but not as fast as this. So when you move into a dark area, it takes a few seconds before it gets brighter again, and then we leave the area and out to the bright sunshine. It's really bright until it's for a few seconds.
I mean, that's the sort of effect human usually.
Yes, it's based on that, and it's neat because you could step out in the bright and then not see anything.
Gets sniped by that weird scav in the bushes.
But the Unity just does it like without delay. So sure, if you were to move up to this dark spot of the ball and you stare at this black spot in your face, it should slowly transition to bright, and then you back off from it and like, oh my, everything's so bright.
This black spot that causes it to become right.
Yes, because if we go to the white spot, it does not happen.
Huh. I see. I feel like there should be a... so it's some sort of post-processing, I feel.
Yeah.
Because it should... If it was in the lighting engine side, it should understand the difference between black and dark. But if it's in the post-processing, then it can't know it, because it only receives black data, and it's like, well, must be dark out there.
Well, it doesn't seem to be the case, because if I go to the bright side, where the sun comes from, and look closer there, it does get brighter, but it doesn't get that much brighter. But I guess this spot isn't as dark as the other spots then. I guess this one does also make it bright.
Oh yes, because you are on the shadow side of the ball. So
Yeah.
it might actually... The post-processor might receive data from the light engine as a sensible way of doing it.
I guess this spot is just not as dark. Because this top one, which should be quite bright, also does it. Not that you're going to be that close to the ball anyway. No, I think this square is just too bright for it to trigger. Because it basically triggers on every other spot.
So it might be that the light is shining enough that it's not considering it dark. But the other ones, the light doesn't shine at you.
It mostly triggers when it gets really, really dark. Just the shadow alone doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but the black surface causes it to not...
It becomes too dark. Then it brightens up the image. I'm fine with it. It just changes too quickly. Only that's the issue. It should.
I feel like there's an option. There are options for that.
If it shifted slower, that would actually be realistic. Because then I could have like a dark room or something in the game, and as you exit it, it becomes bright, and you have to compensate for that. No, because you're not playing as a human, so it doesn't make sense to have such a feature.
Are you saying our vehicles don't have humans inside?
Well, this is not a vehicle, this is a ball.
Are you saying this your ball doesn't have a human inside?
Yes, it does not have a human inside.
Well, damn. Also, something kind of neat I found out recently, which is rather important.
Yeah.
Is that there is an option for script execution orders.
That seems useful.
Yes. It decides what script gets executed in what order.
The script execution order determines which order the scripts execute, yes.
Yes.
That seems reasonable.
This lets you make things easier when you want to do multiple things in start, but some things need to happen at start before other things.
March. Dynamic exposure adjustment, probably, yeah. I was wondering where that would be adjusted. Considering the bright parts gets brighter, yep. And 22 quotes. Well, it sounds like I need the horny outfit. I don't have an outfit of horns on, I think. And it just happens to be the last quote of all 22 quotes. sound quotes. How do you know it's the last quote of all 22 sound quotes? It doesn't say, it doesn't provide that information.
Pon.
We have speed light to dark and speed dark to light. Okay, so I can adjust that. Does the ball have a hamster inside? Hamster ball? I played that on the stream. That was a while ago.
But Pon.
Yeah, it's part of the high definition render pipeline. Yes, Jannertto.
You need a cowgirl outfit with horns.
So, well, actually, that would be an animal I could cosplay as. You would like that, wouldn't you?
Now your outfit are gonna need.
Wait, how do I find this? How do I find exposure settings? Is it on the camera? When it supports HDRP dynamic resolution, why is disabled? Post anti-aliasing. Is there a pre-anti-aliasing? Stop nuns. Otherwise, replace none/infinite. Well, that's infinite is not a none. In some shaders by a black pixel. Wait, shouldn't the infinite be a white pixel then? To avoid breaking some effects. This will slightly affect performance and should only be used if you experience none issues that you can't fix. Okay, but shouldn't be an option to, shouldn't be two options. A debug option that replaces nuns with like a red pixel and inf with a green pixel, but you should be able to choose colors so you can see where errors occur, so you can resolve them. And then before publishing, you make nuns be a black pixel and infs be white pixel. Again, you should be able to choose. So that if an error occurs, you have this as a fallback to avoid any errors. GameMaker had a feature where if you try to access a variable that has not a value defined yet, it will crash the game because it's an error. However, in the settings, it has, if it doesn't have a defined value, it will default to 0. And again, this is a setting that you should not have it during development and testing, so you can see wherever an error occurs. But when you're ready and publishing it, then you could enable it to avoid the game crashing as much.
Or you could just have a more intelligent error handling in the editing or game making phase.
Like, do you have a suggestion?
Like Unity does it, where it just tells, hey, there was this sort of an error here.
I mean, yeah, sure, that would make sense.
It definitely would. I would not have gotten as far in game development if the Unity
when you get the error, it does.
Time I get an error.
I mean, when you run the game normally and you get the error, it does tell you where the error is. But I'm saying that when you're ready to publish the game, that's when it doesn't give the error and instead defaults to 0. For those rare moments that it would happen, then your game is more stable. But it might cause bugs, but it's more stable.
It might make it less stable, but it does make it...
It doesn't crash at least.
Keep running. Yeah.
Hello, Kafki. Oh, Ponpon in Unity, yes. Have you used Unity, Ponpon? Ponpon. Why am I calling you Ponpon, Kafki? Have you used...
Ponpon is spreading.
Oh, have you used Unity, Ponfon? No, I never used it. Have you used Unity, Kafki? Are you an experienced game developer? Oh, this one doesn't. I have. Ooh, maybe you want to help me develop this game. Maybe Kafka should join on developing the tank game. Why am I calling you Pon?
I don't have anything against it, but
yeah, I don't know what would Kafka do. Kafka,
what would Kafka do?
What would Kafka do? This camera now clips through the environment.
Could I on the camera with Cine Machine?
Yeah, this is cinematic camera machine. But I mean, you have the full control of the camera, so I mean, you make sure that it doesn't collide with anything if you want.
There is probably a setting which would make it so that it like moves itself closer.
Yeah, but that's not going to be annoying. Stop. There we go.
There's a new quote there.
Yep, it's a new quote. Oh, no! Goodbye, world. Let's move out of the camera. I should probably have a max distance camera can move based on the speed. How much the camera moves in the head experience? No. You used it but don't have much experience. Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure what's the most ideal would be here, honestly. Yeah, if it collides, at least you don't see inside the level. But I don't think that's an issue. But that could be an issue in some games where you don't want the camera to clip inside walls because you're sure you might be able to see something that you shouldn't.
Like that bonbon in underwear that you put inside every level.
Yeah, secret pair of panties hidden. There's going to be some non-secret pair of panties in this game. Because I think I mentioned it too. I don't know when I mentioned it yesterday. So the idea is that you will be able to choose what design you want of the ball, because as someone who likes different outfits and such and wants to implement that in basically any game I make, you're going to be able to choose the design of the ball. And the ball is just a pure sphere. But anyway, some of the outfits I was thinking like it could be like a dress, but then if you look at the underside of the ball, you're going to see panties, which you're going to see because the ball is rolling. So the ball can be dressed up like a maid and stuff.
I see.
And this ball looks very 3D, doesn't it? With all these creases on it, isn't it cool? But if we look at the actual geometry of it, it's just smooth. There's no indentation on it. That's purely texture based. And that's pretty cool. Oh, I guess it's the anti-aliasing in place of this one.
Oh, that's why it doesn't generate anything. The map dimensions are 0, 0 for some reason.
Oh.
How did that happen? So now when I press this, it should again generate the map. There we go. Nice. Not going mad just yet. Not my...
Bonk. Okay, I don't know where the exposure... Okay, Okay, they're showing the panel, but they're showing where the panel is. Map selector? Wait. No, but... Okay, this here... Wait. Huh? This one I call level testing because it's a testing level. So they have selected the very first thing, and then in the inspector they have things, but I don't have anything here. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Is there a... They have selected the topmost item, and then in the property, in the inspector, they have like exposure and bloom and stuff. But when I select it, the inspector is empty. There's nothing.
How old is the thing you're looking at?
Yeah, I don't know. Unity 2019, so it's quite old. But where would they move the settings to now?
Many a potential reason.
Okay, there's here where they show the inspector for the exposure and stuff like that. Emission for light and stuff, but like... Which object is selected? Okay, so if I select the direct light, I actually get directional spot. Oh. Sky turned black. Point. Area. Okay, you can change these, but I don't see a difference. Celestial body. Oh, I guess that's the sun that shines.
Yeah.
Pure white. Yellow. Cookie. Okay, for light, I can change the light settings. I still don't know where exposure settings are. Which objects do I select? Here again, but it's also 2019. Probably the same image as saw before, actually. 2020. Here they have selected a different object. Global HDRP volume. Okay, is it... Global volume.
Default setting volume profile. Something I found. There's a setting for exposure control, but where do you use the setting? Shader variants.
Yeah, I don't know how to access such a setting. Don't know what to select to access it.
So there's an asset in the HDRP default resources in the assets. Is it in the asset? It is in the assets, which has default settings. Which
Default settings, volume, profile. Shadow, context, shadow, screen space, ambient occlusion, tone mapping, bloom, exposure. Here's the exposure setting. Okay. Default setting.
So yeah, they moved it into a like a folder asset, possibly so you can switch them around at will.
Okay, I'm going to...
Oh, looky here, it's a cute hauta. Ovo.
Oh, bump maps. How would a ball wear a dress? Well, it would... I forgot to answer that question 10 minutes ago. It would be textured as like a dress.
Hello, hauta.
And also, of course, a ball can wear a dress if you just put the dress on the boilie.
They have a bad habit of losing their dress at inopportune moments.
Okay, it's not like I can drop this item in the level anyway, so...
And being very concentrated. So where you drop it is in the project settings graphics.
What? I don't even know where that is.
It's in the project settings. It's a separate window.
But
where you
But shouldn't these settings be per scene?
So Pon, think of it this way. 20 scenes in a game, and you want one setting for all of them.
That's why
Why would they want you to put
what?
The setting into each separately, or like?
I don't get. No, that doesn't make sense. Does it? What you say? You set these settings that you like. These are the visual effects that you want. You set them in a file. That's where you define all the values, and then you put the file in scene that you want this file to be used as. If you want the same setting across all your scenes, you use the same file in all the scenes. And if you want to change the settings, you change the single file. But then you can have multiple files, so you can have multiple different settings for scenes when you want that. That's why I'm getting confused. So why should this be put into the...
So Pon.
Yes.
Now the pipeline works such that it have a single place where you put the settings. And if you want separate scenes to have separate settings, while you're loading those scenes, you have a script that changes the setting, the profile that is on.
I guess.
Because most of the time, you don't want to switch the profile. At least that is how I figure it.
I guess that makes sense. Well, I don't know where in the project settings there would be visual scripting. Shader graph.
Supposedly her chatter steal the dress, but this is unsubstantiated.
Does the dress fly? Does the dress fly away? No, no animation to it. Well, there is flash.
Kingshauta. How was your Saturday? I played far too much Repo yesterday.
I can set for exposure and find stuff. Volume default. Wait, where's this? Oh.
Well, hopefully you have at least relaxed. I am trying to find out why my thingy doesn't work. So, now I have this thing.
So you can change, what's the units are we talking about here? In speed, the light speed, the dark. I guess I need to save.
So I have this map thing, and I'm trying to make how I delete it. Now the deleting process works fine, but when I try to load it, it just gives me this error, which reads null reference x. Oh, now it's a null reference exception.
Progress.
I see.
Okay, change the need to 4, 1, or 10,000 doesn't seem to change anything.
Ah, yeah, because now it's trying to destroy them there. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I guess I can fix.
Ah, yeah.
Work with that later.
Me pressing load does not give me errors. So it was me manually destroying the thing that gave me errors. So I need an if statement here.
Oh.
So there, that should work.
How do I see the difference between these two? Is that the only difference? How do I choose? I was lurking waiting for 500 points. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to hear the OVO.
Oh they like that?
I do hope they enjoyed it.
Okay, well, I hope so. Honda. Is that the Pokemon?
Hauta. It means grave.
Okay. Finish, okay.
Yes.
It was such a good... Oh well. Okay.
OVO.
You're silly.
Yeah, I am. And you're adorable.
Yeah, I'm adorable.
Oh, they do change. It's just the change. Yeah. So now if we save this, then we destroy it, and then we load it. And the things are gone. Okay, so there is still some work to be done. Quite clearly. Just define the tile type, but doesn't refresh the tile type afterwards. I guess.
Can I enable screen space reflections on the thing? Receive screen space reflection, okay. Is it set too low? That looks ugly. Can I just change the one it appears as? No, I set it to max. Max reflection. I guess it doesn't have anything to reflect. Because the environment is too plain.
But yeah, Hauta is one of the cuties I bullied in repo yesterday.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Getting somewhere.
Yeah, look at this shiny ball.
Looking at your shiny ball. It works!
It's kind of obscured, but yes. There we go. Yeah, we got...
Have a good day or night, yellow pop.
But it doesn't reflect well on the black squares.
Hi, sweaty sock. But Hauta, did you dislike getting slapped by a tentacle?
Tentacles?
Yeah, that tile system save thing bloody works. Just bloody works. Or not.
It bloody works or not.
It didn't save them correctly for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah, there's definitely something odd going on here, huh?
There's something odd in your code.
In the neighborhood. We're gonna call. Probably not us.
We're gonna call Jannertto the code fixer.
Something is clearly off here.
Just a please. Have a good stream, Pon. Jannertto, I have to be off. Oh. Hello. Jannertto. This song is called New Vibration.
Toto likes getting smacked by tentacles.
Oh, I already said the language of this song. I guess I just have to update the list of songs in stream button. Since when I said the songs, it isn't updated in stream button until I update it. But I should probably put all these songs in a file because having all the list of songs in the actual code block is a lot. Especially since it's almost 3,000 songs.
Damn.
Dang.
I'll do this for a moment. Because I'll need to go and pick some folders.
Yeah.
Where does it say it goes? Default company, okay.
I'm orange and a fox girl at the same time. And now I'm under Jannertto, like.
I felt it appropriate.
I feel like this is very inappropriate. This is not how we treat one.
I feel like it has been a standard for years at this point.
Just because people keep doing something doesn't mean it's okay.
You are correct. But I feel like this is not one of those things.
I feel like this is very much one of those things. Because it affects me, therefore I'm concerned.
You're also the one enabling it, so...
Watch out, I will remove the redeem.
That would probably make a lot of people sad.
Exactly, see? It is not... So I don't have a choice. I need to keep it. Otherwise people will be sad.
I see.
And then I won't have anyone watching me.
I don't think
That
everyone
orange
will.
pant is too sweaty. Don't comment on my panties. What have I said about commenting about? What have I said about commenting on a girl's panties? Okay, I'm getting something that I like to look at. And now normal color. Hot still wattage. Oh no, now we're mixing in water bunny into the Pon stream here. Well, Remian. No, it's not even Remian will watch. That would be sad. It's a Rimion. Yeah, Rimion is amazing. And Rimion is quite lucky too. Many people wish they could be Rimion. Or have what Rimion has. Yeah, this might be more correct look I'm looking for. Some wattage happening here. I don't know, can we just make more of these? But it does have this weird normal map issue here. But I'm going to resolve that by making a texture on the wall. Like some form of noise texture, ball texture. How do you make? Because I can generate textures in Blender that I put on the ball, and then I render from that properly onto a texture that I can put on the ball. This was a terrible description, but because in Blender you can generate a 3D texture because it's dynamically generated in 3D space that is put on the ball, and what it shows of the texture is whatever part of the 3D texture is on the surface of the ball. But then I take that, calculate it to what it will become on a 2D texture. So I take the 3D texture and convert it to 2D texture based on the ball's surface and the UV mapping of the ball. And then I have the texture. I'm pretty sure there are people who want bass clarinet. Yes, yeah, absolutely true. So if I were to change that, that means that this weird normal mapping that goes on here will not show.
Well, that would explain a lot.
What have you figured out?
So I guess there was a bug earlier that I forgot existed, where when I tried to get it to write tile types in byte, I did not get it to work, so I left that to later, but I do still read them as bytes.
Oh yeah, that would.
So that would cause some interesting things to happen, yes. But at least now I know the issue. How do I...
Regardless of which texture you use, that will not affect the ball's effects. If you play as or the ball size. I guess you can't see the game due to the floating screen spinning in a way. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Now it shows up on screen. Should be able to make it a little bit larger.
Now it works. Nice. And also the file size should be immensely shorter now. Yep. Not that it's overly meaningful, but it's nice.
Oh yeah, now I'm playing the game. Nice. Full screen game mode. It's not fully full screen, but it's good enough. It's a lovely ball. It's a very detailed ball.
There's some Bonbon playing with balls.
Yeah, I can't help playing with the balls.
Ball.
Yes, a single ball. You don't have multiple balls. You play as a single ball.
I was gonna make a joke of how do you know that?
That you have one ball.
Yes.
Well, we was talking about my balls, weren't we?
I don't know.
Do you only have one ball?
You. No. But it is a thing we call a joke in the showbiz.
Okay.
Or at least so I have heard.
No, I died. There's no respawn. I died.
It only fucking works.
Like what? Well, we were talking about my balls, weren't we? Well, that's a quote.
I mean, I feel like you specifically said your, but...
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
I mean, we do have the word, but...
It goes in the lead seat. Quote, your butt saddle is big, but maybe it doesn't give that much. I almost choked by wine when I heard joke. Careful there. Jannertto, you almost made someone choke.
Damn. I'm just joking around.
Your joking is causing choking.
Damn.
Of course you are joking. No, Jannertto is seriously talking about his balls. Jannertto is choking around.
Jokingly pondering what would I even speak about my balls? And I don't really have much to say. They kind of just exist, I suppose.
But Jannertto is seriously talking about his balls. I guess it exists. I guess that's a thing.
Yeah. And now I do not need to print that out anymore.
Well, someone is having a lot of fun.
No, I'm glad. Now I'm sort of lost at what to do. You're still playing with your ball.
Yeah, should I switch project?
I don't know, maybe. Maybe.
What's the next thing I should do?
That's a good question. I have sort of a similar issue at the moment. Have you actually gotten the helicopter to helicopter?
Oh yeah, I did that last time.
Yeah, but is it like...
It is helicoptering.
Don't you think... Is it going over things?
Well... No, it's like it's on the ground.
I guess
I should implement it going up into the air then.
I mean, one would think that helicopters would not just hover on the ground.
Well, they need to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting height to practically any aerial vehicle is a form of safety feature.
Switch project then.
Even with helicopters, they can do this thing called... Was it auto hover? Or what was it called? Point being that when they fall, if they have... if they have enough forward movement, the blades will self-rotate, which causes lift. So they can kind of land, even though they don't have power. If I have understood that correctly. Might well have not. Yeah, I need to try and check how that quote goes. Do my quote thing even work? I'm speaking to a sign. Yes, it does.
It does. Good.
Did that work?
Quote join?
Quote Jannertto.
Oh. Have you a single... No, it's Jannertto quote.
To be like that then. Or is Jannertto... Yeah, that might be.
Chunky quote. Yeah, don't have a single letter.
I guess.
That would be very confusing if you collab with someone who also starts with a letter J. Excuse me, Panty Princess. I'm glad to be a Panty Princess. The game became a war game, yeah. You have such interesting quotes.
I do have. So we need to have holes on the map on the water tiles, or how do we want to deal with those?
Gotta make sure I get everything correct here. There we go, and then... Alright. Good. What? The washer tiles, I guess they can just be normal tiles, or rather lack of, I don't know, because if it's going to be a water level as a not a tile.
Or we will just make it so that
I guess deep water is
model
just...
sinks into the water.
Yeah.
And then just initiates that the vehicle gets destroyed.
Yeah.
And we just have a hitbox lane throughout the whole thing. Like a physics collider floor.
Well, I can just have if we're gonna have the thing where it goes over the ground, it only needs to check that deep.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't find something in its ray, can you set it to the max distance of that ray?
Oh, that... We are gonna need a mesh collider for the tiles themselves. For the task of making the vehicle mesh react to it.
Yeah, if we...
So we could just make the water tiles use a layer that is not tile layer.
I mean...
So it raycasts through them.
Doesn't matter really. I mean, the water surf, like the water itself is just going to be an effect. It doesn't itself has to be
The
a
effect
tile.
on something. Are they then gonna be an invisible tile? I mean, that could also
No, it doesn't.
work, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Because it would be
Well, yeah, but they're
down in the
it
water.
matters to the it matters for the technical implementation how we're gonna do it.
Well, deep water, I guess, doesn't exactly need tiles.
And I guess shore needs some sort of
But
tile.
yeah,
It's just
shallow
gonna be-
water. Alternative deep water has a tile, but it's a very simple two tiles geometry filling up the whole tile space. Very cheap and far down, so it still works as a floor of the ocean, depending on how you can see through the water or not.
How do we differentiate shallow water from deep water?
Well, distance down to the plane.
Yeah, but like, how does the player see it?
Well, I guess the water has to be transparent.
see-through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the two use different textures.
Would the deep water just use...
I got a helicopter.
Will we have separate shore tiles
there we go.
for
This is a
deep
strafe.
water and shallow water, I guess?
Yeah. Bonk.
I guess then they could be such that they connect to different height, essentially, the tile itself.
But yeah, every tile has a different height.
Yeah, but like the deep water shore could go deeper down, essentially, to the
Bonk.
deep water tile
I don't know what.
height.
If it's going to be a deep water, it's further down than shallow water. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure I'm following what you're trying to say here. Deep water is deep water, shallow water, shallow water.
What I'm trying to say here is that we need some technical planning on this and documentation.
Okay.
I feel, because otherwise this is gonna get messy. I feel.
Separate tiles for deep water and shallow water, and there's going to be transition tiles. Because it really doesn't need to be many. Well, I guess there would be 8 transition tiles, which is a lot actually.
We could potentially do some shenanigans, or actually,
Well, at that point it'd be just physics. The 8 tiles.
we could skip on the deep water tiles and just have a deep water plane.
Well, yeah. I mean, you would probably still have a transition tiles to the deep water anyway.
That we would still need, yes.
And then at that point, and also you still need to still define a tile as being deep water to tell it to not be any other tile.
Yes, and I need to implement that in the editor, yes.
And at that point, I mean, deep water could just be a tile then.
Yeah, but then, like, we don't need to make the model for it. And
Which would just be two triangles, so it's not a complicated model.
Well, no, but... Does it need to exist?
I mean, you wanted a tile, like a plane anyway.
Well, yeah, but the plane would be, like, under the whole map, you know?
Well, yeah.
So it would be two triangles under the whole map.
Sure. I guess
Same
so.
with the water line itself. Jani Pony.
Yawning pon. It does make sense. I mean, sure. I mean, could just not have a... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's going to... have a height, how would that be? As in height in the sense of all vehicles, regardless of the surface below it, is going to be the ground height of 0. And then this is
the helicopter needs to have a specialization on that,
but yeah, the helicopter will then... Because helicopters would start from the ground and have to move upwards.
I feel like we just make a special animation for that when it enters the garage and exits it. So we don't need to necessarily think about that in a larger scale of things.
But when it needs to enter, I mean, you would need an area of effect. How would you make that animated?
So how I would approach it is that I would lock the game character itself onto the hangar. I would move the helicopter over it, rotate it into the correct orientation, and then lower it down.
So, the vehicle could have a state.
Yes. Which means that we don't necessarily need to consider it overly much at this point in time. Because it's gonna be a separate state for the landing, and other vehicles are gonna need the garage state anyways.
Also, can we have... What if we have a global script that is the different layers? I can show you what I mean. Because I created it for the audio one.
Okay.
Where did I put it? In the globals folder. In the static script. That seems reasonable. And here I put it in this scripts global. Whoop. So
I don't think we see your code.
No. I'm just messing around with my folders. But I should show this code on screen though. Alright,
it would help me at least.
Yes, I'm not showing the code yet anyway, so...
Okay.
That's a white screen. What? There we go. There it is. And then... Okay, let's rename this actually. Whenever it's done working. Okay.
Working.
Okay, it's working more. Okay, there we go. And then let's call it layer scripts. I don't know. I got a comment here. So yes, so this is how these scripts works. I don't know, it takes this tiny bit. This is of course not this project.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I also fixed the editing of the tiles being rather finicky. Apparently the
There we go.
colliders that overlapped were overlapping too much, and
we
then
only
we
got
couldn't
2
decide
layers.
which one it hit.
So we call it... Wait, we don't have a... Wait, we don't have a player layer? Like a vehicle.
So.
We got a tiles layer and structures layers. We don't have like a vehicles layer.
I guess we never planned to that.
No, I guess not. Should we have one?
Probably, yeah, because it helps.
Which number should that be? Let's decide for that. Which number is vehicles? Basically 14 or 17.
I was thinking of 10.
10? I mean, that's quite far away from where our other layers, but we can.
Yeah, the reason why I put tiles and structures there is so they can expand. But I feel like player/vehicle is not gonna be a thing that expands.
Okay.
There's not gonna be other layers there.
That's
kind of the reasoning behind my madness.
Okay, sure. Vehicles is now put at 10. So, for the layers, we type vehicles, tiles, structures, because the name doesn't really matter how long it is. And then we come on, scroll properly. Okay, it's probably is 0 indexed, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's the 10th one. And then I have 11, 12, 13. And that's 14. What did I shift
The
it
sand
down?
looks so fancy compared to the greenery.
The green buildings, yeah, those are quickly thrown together.
Yeah. Still, the sand looks so fancy. I don't know why. Oh, it's because I look at from one direction and not the other. Oof. The other direction has some issues, though. Is it just because I'm using certain...
I don't know what you're talking about. What should the direction matter?
So from other direction it shows under the tile.
Huh? What? Under the tile?
Yes. Yes. We can see through the tile map.
If you look at it from the underside, yeah, but I mean, what?
No. From the one direction of the top, I can see through the tile.
How can you see it through the tile from the top? That doesn't make sense.
Well, not directly above, but from like angle.
Well, I'm confused. I'm not really sure I can see through tiles unless tiles that aren't supposed to be next to each other are next to each other.
I don't know about that. Tile sand B1 is next to tile sand B1. I don't know. I have not done a lot of configuring with the tile maps.
Oh yeah.
Things.
I guess it's just those, because you can only make. Oh no, there's one more. There's vehicles and structures. This one. It is so with this script. So now, the reason why this script could be quite useful, because we have the vehicle controls here, where we have layer mask, structure layer, which is used somewhere in this code. There it is. Here, it's used multiple times. So instead of creating a serialized field layer mask for plus variable name, structure layer in this case, and then having to go to the object and define the mask, instead we just type layer. Wait, how do you actually type it? I guess it's layers.
We refer to the
layers,
static.
period, and then structures. Boom, that's it.
Nice. Yes, that does sound useful.
And it also has multiple variants, so if you want to define tiles and structures, it has one there as well.
Okay, yeah, that sand tile seems to go much better next to each other. So I guess I'm just using a tile that's not meant to be next to each other.
Yeah, I need to set up the tile rule set. Okay, but okay, so I guess it should have an enum, right? Vehicle status.
How many statuses are we gonna be having?
Well, that's the benefit of the enum thing.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, would boolean be enough?
No.
Okay, then enum it is, I guess.
Because it's going to be leaving and entering and stuff. I think, I mean, sure, you could have it a boolean asking, do the player have control over it or not? That seems like a fine boolean to have too. But yeah, I feel like having multiples so it can just change. How do you even create a?
It is a class level feature to create a numeral.
What is that? I'm being bullied again. I'm getting distracted when I'm trying to wake. But even doesn't make sense because my pants weren't removed. I do have a drawing of my pants haven't been removed. Okay, let me do some quick searching for creating.
I don't know why that reminds me of Coach's stream, where Coach was speaking about liking chess. And I had the need to comment that Kochi likes to play chess.
Oh, what's his reaction to that?
Apparently they'll lost or remembered that they didn't have faith in us.
Yeah, as usual. Expected response. Maybe coaches should join into my chess tournament collab then.
They did speak about kind of hating the fact that in the internet other chess players are, well, there's too high of a chance that other chess player is just cheating, and then it's just gonna be they win because computer versus human chess is kind of waste of time if the computer actually knows what it's doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that. That's why we should do it between us friends. I mean, could someone cheat? Of course, but what's the fun in that? There's there's no prize.
I mean, there's no prize in God cheating, but people do it anyways. So.
Well, I mean, at least there you like level up and stuff. So there are still rewards.
They're usually always more than maximum level. It's just the Cody that they're looking for. Chasing that.
Plus, those are random people. Those aren't like a friend group. So
yeah, that was kind of what I was gonna comment on. That yeah. I don't think your friend group has weirdos who want their chest win to lose ratio be 1000 or something. Yeah.
Chest.
Yeah, chest win lose rate. Yeah.
Okay, so what I do is I create. What should I create? This. Private.
I guess I usually create them in where they are used.
This will be how?
For example, my tiles use tile type, and it just belonged at the bottom of the tile mono behavior class.
Yeah.
Like below it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How would you like? What modes do we have?
So outside of the class. Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to. Can you do it in the class? Huh.
I found a code that says that did that. But I'm sure I could create it outside too. There's no problem like this.
Oh, I did not know of that.
I guess it works for both. No, now it complains. Okay, I created it inside then, because it doesn't complain then. Unless this should be in the vehicle data, but no, not really, right? Because the vehicle data wouldn't. Vehicle data is unique information per vehicle.
And we probably want to make them something Unity calls script objects. Was it script objects?
No idea.
I need to check the name.
What should we have like?
Scriptable objects, that's the one I think.
What should we call its mode? Do we have like the normal mode? Or like controllable? Or some other term? Normal. And then we have like
controlled.
I mean,
I don't know.
Just normal works.
Yeah. Normal landing, taking off.
Yeah, that would be the heli ascend. Or
I would say
no, that's not good. It's taking off.
I would say we have the state in this be just taking off landing, and in the vehicle data we have a thing that decides which kind it you.
I mean, it already knows which type of vehicle, if it's a ground vehicle or an air vehicle.
Yeah, but yes. So I guess we would have a boolean there that's like land vehicle, air vehicle.
Yeah.
Or would it just be, or would we just make the script such that it checks the normal flight height or whatnot, which for land vehicles would be 0 unless we have a boolean already, which defines them as land vehicles.
Yeah, there is a vehicle type for just vehicle in general or helicopter.
Okay, then we use those to decide if it takes off to the air or just stays on the ground.
That was the plan.
Okay, good.
So I was thinking like, if we have like a base leaving, which is if it creates, it always starts leaving the base. But then after that section is done, if it's a tank, you can then start driving it, but if it's a helicopter, it needs to go over to taking off process.
Yes.
Which is where it does that simple check.
Yes. I guess the vehicle doesn't need a state for being in the garage.
No, yeah, it wouldn't exist.
It can just wait in the landing phase, give an UI for the taking off.
So when you enter the base again with the vehicle, it enters the base and then it destroys the vehicle.
Yes.
But even say 66% Q today, what a funny number. Cool, pandas are safe for work, right? They are.
I feel like
80.
Many bosses would disagree with that, but on the other hand, you aren't technically naked, you are dressed. I guess it's just you work in appropriate dress. Depending where you work, I guess.
Are you implying that it's better to not wear panties while at work?
Yeah.
You should go naked under your skirt.
Oh. I might have preferences that many others do not share.
Hello, Pun, how are you doing today? I'm feeling weird today.
Ah, how so?
I don't know.
Probably it's not bad weird.
Should we have like destroyed as a mode?
So that's when the helicopter crash lands.
Oh, we need like maybe we should have that too. I mean, when the whole vehicle runs out of life, it goes into the destroyed state.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a specific state for a helicopter falling down after it gets destroyed.
I feel like...
And after it lands on the ground, it switches over to the regular destroyed.
I just feel like we make an exception inside the state. Essentially, helicopter is not on the ground. You fall towards the ground, and when it comes to the ground level, it does a effect of crashing on the ground.
Sounds like it could have its own state at that point.
I mean, it could, but I feel like it doesn't necessarily need one. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to feel like it hurts having another one. PP for Pon, yes.
I feel like it splices it too much, but... We could technically do a lot of this in the animator, but I guess we are more code-based than the
well, yeah, this is very code-based, yeah.
So, animator is the Unity's state machine that is built for running animations.
Well, I know, wait. Because a lot of this is just based on its current situation and everything, so...
Yeah, but you can handle parameters in and out of the animator. So you could do a lot of this in there. It
Well, anyway.
might even be preferable to do it that way.
Is it?
It has its advantages and disadvantages, I'd say. But I'm not opposed to doing it there, and let's say if you would handle this thing with animations, like pre-made animations, then it would be hell a lot easier to handle them in the animator.
Well, yeah, that
But
makes
because
sense.
we probably just have the helicopter rotor being the only animated thing in the whole vehicle arsenal,
Yeah.
and everything else is just run through math and codes after the fact. Unless we make some animation for when the tank explodes or the helicopter crashes.
Well, yeah,
But-
that would be like particle effects.
Yeah, and maybe switching the model, but yeah. I suppose the animator is more a tool for more graphically minded people, since it is form of, whatchamacallit, graphics programming. Graphical programming? Node programming? I think that's the word, maybe.
Oh, good.
You make the... How does this work? Haven't done a lot of stuff with this, huh?
Well, let's...
I guess I would need something to actually do here instead of just random nothings. Yeah, it needs... Oh yeah, I need an animator to actually animate... Yeah, edit the animator. Fair enough. Animation. Animator controller, animator overall. Let's try animator controller. Any state, entry, exit. Float int pool trigger. Create state. From plan, new from plan tree. Substate machine. I realize that I don't know enough about animator to use animator. So some studying would be necessary.
Anyway, ice cream bun PNG. Thank you for following.
Ice cream bun. Huh. There's a dream bun and there's an ice cream bun.
Here.
Dun dun dun. What if there are ice creams in the dreams?
I don't know.
Me neither. Stuff will explode. Probably not.
Ooh, I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Should we... I don't know. I was thinking of ending a bit earlier. Well, I guess.
Do you have
normal
something you
time,
need to
kinda.
do?
No, but I have slept 4 hours and you're tired, so.
I don't know why I'm tired.
Oh.
So you're talking about the animator that makes me tired.
Wow. And I'm that boring.
I guess.
Damn. Such heinous words.
You're welcome. So another bunny streamers I had to follow. Yeah, I'm a bunny streamer. I currently have a non-bunny guest over who is also streaming, so... Dun dun dun. And you can get fruits as well. Every day you can redeem 1 fruit. But I'm a maid. I clean out garbage that's located in the air. Air garbage.
What is site summoning word?
Someone said a summoning word. Scythe.
Oh.
I don't know. Hello. Oh, got wolf too. Who said what summoning word?
Oh, hello, wolf.
Now we got a whole party in here. Who's missing? Everyone. Oh, I love this song. Well, I'm glad to play it for you. I have a large random collection of songs. The place is random.
So wolf, guess what?
What?
My save system works. Apparently I do use road some. Oh yeah, because I technically use them.
Funny word that summons the bunny people. Scythe, are you a bunny people? Yeah, you're a bunny, right? Oh, my bunny. If you like bunnies, I'm a bunny. Allow that for all sorts of genres of music. Yeah, there's someone said that
now
you
it's
get
green. Now it doesn't exist. Now it has a line.
Ooh. And someone said that they get a whiplash from the genres of music I'm playing.
The saving works.
Saving works, nice. You are
Well, it has been working for a while now. I've been trying to figure out what the heck to do.
You are very brilliant.
What now?
What? No.
What?
I said you are brilliant.
No, thank you.
You are very smart
So,
and stuff.
roads are gonna be tiles.
Yeah, I wanted to make
Don't need
everything
this
tiles
specific
because I was thinking don't want to mess around with a bunch of different stuff. Tile. I'm innocent. You're not innocent, Vanessa. You've been a criminal today. Yes, usually you're on when I'm so asleep, so that's a problem. I couldn't really sleep, so I guess yeah, there we go. The bunny emote. First aid doubt. So yeah, if you can't sleep, you get the pon stream. I guess. I'm trying to figure out the sign for that device Jan is holding. It appears to have a 3-foot scope. Why would you have a scope with 3 feet on it?
It's not a scope, it's an extension barrel.
Do you have any feet on it?
Feet as in the imperial unit of measurement.
Wait, who would measure with feet? That sounds crazy.
Yes, it does sound crazy.
Look, it's fun. It's still not fun. You're still wrong. It looks like jaded. It's fun. Why do you want it to be Fun? It doesn't even look like Fun. What is you're silly. I legit thought you were a Gundam or something.
I am not. I am a cyborg infiltrator.
That is true. You are not a dumb gun.
So, I guess I will share some of my character's weapons lore.
Ooh.
So, the weapon Jannertto Unit 73 uses is a 40mm shotgun anti-material rifle hybrid. Technically an anti-material cannon, I suppose. Which for more usual combat encounters uses a shorter munition shot through the large silencer that is now on the gun or on its barrel, and it just uses a much shorter shotgun-like shells. Whereas when the weapon is flipped, so the silencer is rotated under the gun and the longer extension barrel is whipped on, this 2-piece longer ammunition is loaded in. The first part being the actual ammunition and the second part being the propellant for the munition. And then it is fired, and then it needs to be manually loaded in 2 pieces again, because that's how 2-piece ammunition works. These rounds are usually meant for taking out targets that are far more important and larger than what most would find in the battlefield.
I am
Since Jannertto is an infiltrator assassin.
I am important, you can take me out.
Damn, what would Orimian say to that?
I don't know. It depends on what goes on, he might be fine with it.
No, 40mm is far from a soda can.
I mean, small one.
It would be really small one. It's closer to a shot glass or something. I think.
Yeah, yes, I don't know what size of it. Yeah.
My thumbs are about 2 centimeters from side to side.
Yeah, my thumb is basically 2 centimeters wide, so it's 2 thumbs in width.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not that large when it comes to things.
I wanted to see what the average soda can was, but the closest I get is the diameter is kind of like 66 millimeters.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of
So
figuring.
it's slightly larger than 40. It's like 50% larger. So it would be a small.
Yeah, but
it would be very small if you measure diameter of it, but that would be.
yeah, but when it comes to 3D objects in general, when you add 1/3 to the width of thing, it usually grows. Is it 8 times or something? No, that's if it expands every direction equally. If you double something in one direction and you copy that scale to everywhere, it becomes 8 times bigger. I think that's how it went.
If you double it, you double the double if it's 2D, and double that again if it's 3D.
Yes.
And double that again if it's 4D.
We expand it in time.
I mean, you could have a 4-dimensional world, in a way.
I mean, our world is 4-dimensional. It just happens that the 4th dimension is time, which is kind of difficult to understand in 3D geometry.
I'm talking about geometry.
Well, yes, then, yeah. Why am I here?
Hello, Madhesa. You are lovely. What are you? What is the problem? You 6th place. I mean, 6th place out of 206 people is quite good. I mean, back in the day, we used whatever we had. We didn't exactly have rulers or anything. Well, sure, but we're not back in that day. We have rulers now.
I'm pretty sure people back in the day did have some sort of a ruler for their feet.
Yeah, I mean,
because using your own feet as the measurement device is both inconvenient and fucking stupid.
Or very brilliant if you're a seller and choose to sell.
I make 1 foot long shoes.
By selling your fabric on the foot, but you're using small feet.
Yeah, but the problem is that people will notice that and be like, okay, I'm not buying from this guy anymore.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Too late. Nah.
Well,
I mean,
continued customers are pretty important.
You're right.
Even though our corporate overlords would wish for that to not be the case. Or actually they do, because they pivot into so much subscription models. But they just try to make the repeat customers such that the repeat customer doesn't understand that they are a repeat customer.
That's why I don't subscribe to anything.
Kind of fair. I do subscribe to Bonbon channel.
Oh, but at least that's worth it.
I mean, technically, I have Twitch Turbo, so it doesn't change that much, to be honest. So I should probably technically just give you money.
I mean, yeah, it is better if you would take that money and give it to me directly on a recurring payment on PayPal or something.
Yeah. It would even let me customize the amount.
Yeah.
Then I don't know. I don't actually know how the Twitch's algorithm bullshit works. Does it take into account if people have subscribed to the channel? Does it boost them somehow?
I don't know, it feels like it. I have 22 subscribers at the moment, but that must be, yeah, that was for my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's space time. This time dimension is dependent on the 3 spatial dimensions, not independent, I guess. And also, time usually only goes one direction, so. But anyway, really jaded, really. Jaded is 5th. Well, you gotta catch up with Jaded. I guess so. I'm just waking up. Used to be 5th place, not anymore. You just have to be more active. It's purely based on activity. The more active you are, the more points you get.
I am latent.
Yeah, you're ahead of Jannertto.
Mod. Good job looking for a job. It is a bloody arduous work these days.
Yeah, I'm not making good progress on that.
Me neither. Then again, I'm not making that good of a progress on my school either.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it isn't.
How is that?
I don't know, the thesis doesn't catch me, and Swedish definitely doesn't catch me, so it's
that's
very
fair.
arduous. But even the thesis is of something I am technically interested of. I feel like it's the bureaucracy before it that's kind of the issue, but it is sort of something that needs to be done, so I sort of should do it. But trying to tell that to myself, so to say, is a difficult task. Do not.
Convincing yourself. We used to be forces, Jaded. So I guess the Jaded incident took your place. It was whoever passed both of you that took it.
Who knows?
Well, the Jannertto has 16 points today, so you will actually climb to the 8th position after today.
I refuse.
Unfortunately, you will. You have no choice.
Yeah. Forcing me like this.
Yeah. You know me, in my art, I like to force people to things.
You are correct.
Like this drawing. This is a fun drawing.
So you're forcing yourself.
Well, I got paid to make this drawing.
Art. So you're monetarily forced into making yourself be forced to be licked. Damn.
While only wearing underwear. Because that'll do anything for money.
I see. Ah, you're making shadows, I see.
Yeah.
Just a random sudden art stream.
Yes. I couldn't really concentrate on the programming.
Fair enough. I guess I did say that we could make this a shorter stream anyway, so... And since I have been sitting here not really knowing what the heck to actually program... I do need to think what to program next. But
I do have one.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. I feel like that's enough for today, so...
But I have one. Well, that's enough for today.
I was thinking that you have one for yourself, if you did. I guess you meant it that way, right?
One to sit on.
What did you say?
One to sit on.
You have one to sit... Ah. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Good one.
Didn't think that was that good, but sure. Wait, you were sarcastic?
Partly not. Kind of for the reason that I just was very slow on the ignition, so to say.
Fair enough. That's understandable. I've been tired to say today. I don't know why, but yeah.
So to say, I enjoyed the joke
You're overanalyzing this.
But I just didn't like react to it when it happened, so it kinda blows the wind out of the sail in a certain sense.
Well, the funny thing is I didn't even try to make a joke, so...
Right. Thank you for the follow, Jaded Wingman.
Jaded is cool. You two should collab. I still haven't collabed with Jaded. One day we'll do something. Jaded, what will we do? Jannertto, we should do some racing in games, by the way. Because I want to race.
On the racing games, but I guess.
No, just any game, like a platformer or something.
I guess, yeah. I guess. I'm not big on racing things, but okay.
Oh well.
I feel like they aren't as productive as doing other things, and I guess I value productivity.
Yeah, because the collabs you do with the other people playing games is very productive.
It's fun. It's enjoyable.
Well, I guess what you're saying is doing the racing isn't fun.
I don't find it as fun in, like, how to put this?
I don't feel like productivity.
It is collaborative effort, and we learn things and whatnot, but it is mostly for having fun, so...
If you don't enjoy
doing,
the raid... Well, thank you for reading in. I wanted to say, if you don't enjoy racing, that's probably fine. I accept that.
I'm not against them, but I'm not the biggest fan of them.
Yeah,
so we can do it.
No, it's okay.
But no, I wouldn't suggest it myself, but I'm not against it. So
I am offering you the opportunity if you feel like it, but yeah, it's all up to you then.
I am taking that opportunity.
So,
but we will need to decide on what and when.
Yeah.
And how.
And who? No. I just want to insert another one.
Race.
A silo infiltration. How long have you been here? Anyway.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good art stream.
Everyone, follow Jannertto.
See you around, Ponpon.
Well, thank you, Jannertto.
Thank you, Ponpon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Harry's gone. Let's say silly things about Jannertto now. For 2 hours as a sleep agent. I was sleeping. So, Jaded, when are we going to do our collab? Maybe we should do some race. I just want to race against someone. The people I usually race against are busy. And I was supposed to race against Coach, but he's busy. And busy as a bee. Wolf! Collab? Yeah, collab! Imagine collab with Fun. Imagine having a lady on your stream. Have you had a woman on your stream before? Don't race against me, I don't like it. Your horse gonna crush me anyway. Yeah, I like that, Jaded. I do like to crush you. I like co-op games more. What should we co-op in? Should we do Euro Truck Simulator? Yes. Well, I guess I'm not the first one then. I was gonna say no, but I've had 2, 3 at the same time. Context. You have had 3 ladies at the same time. Well, aren't you a lucky one? No, man. Oh, I mean, obviously you've had many more men than women. 3 women at the same time now. That's cool. Not everyone has been that lucky. You even have Kochi. I've also had Kochi on my side. But most of the time it feels like he's against me. But we have already reserved a future collab where he's going to play the Halloween game again. Because apparently he liked that so much. I don't know why. It has an interesting vibe to it, to be fair. So I can kind of understand it. Aren't we talking about stream anymore? Oh, is that what we're talking about? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I guess I got lost at what we were talking about. Anyway. Jaded collab? Tokenbox is interested. I did want to stream early, but I don't think I want to stream this early personally. I mean, I can do a later stream, that's no problem. I'm flexible. I've shown that before. Like the collab I did with Coach in Kafka that Coach did not show up for. That one was a later stream. The collab I did with Kochi that Kochi was not part of. Which is fine, if you're busy, you're busy. I just thought it was funny to say phrases like that. I'm not upset. I'm only downset. I spent all night talking with men until I fell asleep at the sleepover. Ooh, did you have a sleepover? What were you wearing? We need to find something I'd like to Euro Truck Simulator. Let's go do some trucking. Cat quote. Oh, you had a sleepover? What were you wearing? Pajamas. Wait, what is your pajamas? You probably told me this before, but what's your pajamas like? Pajamas. XL shirt covers my top and just enough under here. Does your thing hang out underneath it? Asking the real questions here now. Or are you wearing underwear, which is boring? I should probably buy a long sleeved one. It's getting colder. It is getting colder. It's getting wintry. Pants are non-negotiable. The only pants you should wear is underpants. And by underpants I mean panties. Did you know that Jaded in panties is really adorable? But person was eating a pizza in the bathroom in the toilet. No, I get to be free after being confined in the tyranny of anyway. Yeah, that sounds great. Just letting it hang free there underneath it. I like the sound of that. That's a great choice. Go to try everything once, I guess. The toilet pizza. I feel like that's one of the things you shouldn't try. If I wear pajamas, I wear the pants part of the pajama and a t-shirt, sure. If I wear pajamas, I will wear a dress. That's more like a nightgown, but whatever. Counts. So how is Pun doing? Hello, Wolf. I mean, nothing. Not like spectacular or anything. I'm just here, I guess. Just here. Just ease. Just here, yes, this. That's me. So, well, Jaded. Do you have any ideas for a collab to do then? Where is it? Ah, because that's why. That's why. Okay, let's read the messages. Where early April was unusually warm, and now it's May and the temperature has dropped by a lot. It's like, what is even going on here? I don't know. I don't know, temperatures all over the place. Also, Pompon, that is super cute. Oh, that is, you mean, getting leaked. This is a commission, so probably what I got to do myself, as my country is quite seismic. If a quake happens and a neighbor sees me naked, hope they enjoy. Jaded, you're funny. Nope. Another language. Another song with undefined language. I like Jaded. I probably wear pants, trousers if you want to be smart about it. I want to be smart about it. It is called trousers. More than any other piece of clothing. So I guess you don't wear a dress then. Jaded, oh my. There was one time I was in full lingerie in the morning, went to sleep with it and asked for food. I got to the door when I realized I was dressed. Just told the delivery guy to throw it over the fence. Oh, I didn't even hid it behind a fence. Oh, that's a shame. Should be like, hey. This is just how this is just like what I like to wear. But oh my, Jaded, when am I going to see a photo of you wearing that? And I don't have any money. Yep. I don't. Oh, I don't have any money. I could pay in other ways. With your life, whoa. We're getting violent here. Don't do anything you'll regret. Oh, I won't regret this. Lore accurate Kochi response. Okay, but Kochi is not here. I think you should search for some Kochi quotes then. That might summon Kochi. His Kochi quotes. Someone is doing Kochi quotes. Senses tingling. I remember good old days when I was collabing with Kochi multiple times. Good times. Probably not going to see those days in a long time. This is why I believe that Kochi doesn't like me anymore. The music died. There's the music is back. Maybe he's been sleeping late. Sometimes he does that, that is true. I'm a bit of a lazy bunny. But I do like the when you mentioned the seismic activity while you're wearing your long shirt with nothing underneath, not even underwear. Going to feel all those vibrations. Thank you for the advice. What was the face? Quotes. Who else would say pants as much as I do? That's good. Good question. What's with the face, Tark? But you should not be. Oh, I'm sorry. Or was that the Koshi doesn't like me anymore? I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I hurt his feelings. But he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the ability to tell me that. He doesn't have the ability to tell me that he doesn't want to do stuff with me anymore. Like that other person who blocked me without telling me anything. And I still believe that it's a misunderstanding. Because it was so sudden and like, what did I do? What did I do? Have I insulted someone? Have I said the wrong thing? Do I have the wrong political opinion? Which is a funny thing because my political opinions are respect people. Lazy bar. I guess one actually recording won't do much of a difference against the Mother Nature, that's true. It will. Well, I mean, if you do wear panties, it wouldn't flop around as much, would it? No, Jaded. I don't know. I personally hope that isn't true, but if it is, then that's Coach's mistake on missing out on a good friend. Oh, I've had that happen to me, but it was my best friend of 18 years. Okay, that's a bit worse. In my case, it was just a random streamer I've been watching a few times, and all of a sudden I'm banned. And the streamer, when someone I know asked the streamer why that was the case, the response was, "I don't want to talk about it." Like, okay, must be something serious then. And what serious thing have I done that deserves me being banned? And I still don't have the answers. Perhaps someone... Also, the person said that they didn't want to do any drama. Like... I don't know. Sometimes I feel like there should be some karma here, and there should be some drama being stirred up due to this, and yeah. I mean, you can't just ban someone like that, I think. It's not that I will go out and cause drama. Although I would like to have someone who's perhaps closer, who knows me well, who also knows said streamer, who could get to the bottom of what's even going on. And if there's something I could change to improve, or if the person genuinely thinks whatever I did was ban-worthy, but in reality it's just a stupid thing. I don't like that your character is purple. I don't know. It could be anything. That's the thing. I don't know what it is, and it could be. And someone else I talked to said that there's been some drama in the furry community of some sort. Like, yeah, but I'm not part of it. I don't even believe in a furry community because it's such a weird term in the first place. We talked things out with my friends of 15 years and decided we just don't see eye to eye. The drama thing is so real. But I die. I completely don't know what's going on with the furries. It's just too vast. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not a community. It's like having like a brown-haired community. It doesn't make sense. Or like an atheist community. I think I've used that as an example too. Like, doesn't make sense. And any drama that goes on with that is completely unrelated to me. Or maybe there's a legitimate reason why I got banned, and I'm like, yeah, that's a fair reason to ban me for. Like, the person might be like, oh, I don't like that you're drawing underwear on stream. Or, okay, fair then. I don't think I should be banned for it, but sure. But I guess I'll add that streamer to the stack of streamers who have banned me, and the stack is now 3. Technically, I was also banned on Cinnamon's channel, but that was an accidental ban, and I got unbanned in like a few seconds. But it's not counting that. Cool. Quote, I definitely need some more enemies to hurt. I'm currently unaware what's gonna first. Yes, like narrow it down. Most of the drama stuff someone in the US did in Twitter, a Conra blog. Again in the US. I guess everything of that would be in parentheses. How does this relate to me in another continent? But Jaded, you're on the same continent. I would never ban you. I have only banned people who are actually like directly insulting me, or it's just advertising. Those are being basically, and there was one underage person, self-reported, who got banned for that. I wish I could do a time ban until the person is adult, but no option for that. But I have not banned anyone just because I disagree with their opinion. Even the 2 people, the 2 or 3 actually, the 3 streamers I've been banned from, they are not banned on my side. So, yeah. Oh, it's fun. Mine was over the dumbest shit. I didn't immediately apologize to her for crossing a boundary that I didn't understand fully. If she knew I wasn't interested in her married boyfriend, so she blocked me. I'm trying to piece everything in together there, if I understand what you tried to say there. Yeah. What's the issue that you weren't interested in her married boyfriend? Well, it also her married boyfriend. So, polyamorous relationship where she's not married, but her boyfriend is married. But no, his nickname is Dookie, only because Olivia will like that nickname. And that's true. Yeah, I'm confused by that whole situation. But yeah, actually there's one more channel I was banned on. Because they considered me underage because I didn't have proof that I was adult. And like, how am I supposed to prove that? I never stated my age or anything. Like, I didn't state I was underage either. That sent that like, what's going on here? I'm like, I didn't say anything that would imply that I'm underage. And also, I'm streaming myself and stream on an 18+ stream and stuff. I did get unbanned, but it was kind of silly that I got banned in the first place. Secondly, I've been banned from 5 streamers so far. Could be more streamers I don't know about, but those are the ones I actually know. And also, as I mentioned, one of the one person I got banned by first, I was really early starting streaming at that time, and it was a tiny channel, and that streamer was at a huge channel. But that was, as I said, really early in my streaming. So in 2023, so we're approaching the 3-year anniversary of my ban. So that's epic. And now I'm bigger than that channel in number of followers. So that's kind of funny. I didn't have any followers at the time, but now I have loads of followers. But sure, the follower count obviously does not change if you deserve being banned or not, but it's kind of funny. And I do know other people from the same community. That's how I got even to know some of them. I haven't talked to them about the... Maybe I should. Maybe I should break the news. Because the reason I got banned was due to a misunderstanding between me and another user there, and the other user is a streamer, so I went and apologized to that user, and that streamer whose reaction was, just doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. But I never stated I was banned though. So, and then I got to know another streamer through that, and who also knows this original streamer I was banned from. So maybe I should just say this. So maybe I should just mention that. I don't know. It would be fun. Okay, let's read more comments here. Coach Orimus all of a sudden said she should be ready now. Oh, I see response that yes. We get that too. No, it's not a policy. She caught feelings for the guy who's married, and even though he's filing for divorce, he's still technically married. I don't get the whole filing for divorce thing, but I guess it's because I've never been married and have no interest in filing a divorce, which is reasonable. But I mean, I get the whole part of, oh, you should, like, if someone is literally married to someone else who have a relationship with that person, you shouldn't like date them because they are taken. But if they're filing for divorce, the person isn't taken. Legally speaking, yes, the person is taken, but the person, socially speaking, the person is not taken. The person is single because they are divorced socially. Just because they haven't legally got through the process doesn't change anything. I mean, that's my opinion, and this is my hot take. Two people who are socially divorced are divorced and can go and date new people. Just because they haven't legally gone through the divorce process, that doesn't change it. I don't care about that part. So in this case, I don't see any problem with that. But that's beside the point, but like... But that's because I feel like people should be free to do whatever they want. And obviously you have the whole policy too, where people are free to... Obviously everyone, part of it should be an agreement. But if the people are in the process of divorcing, they are already agreed that they are not going to be together, so they can go and do whatever they want. Anyway, looking from that. Obviously not. Also, I like age verification. It takes 5 minutes to get someone else's ID. Yeah, it's like... And also for any like camera-based age verification, you could just take a YouTube video of someone. I sent him a picture of my birthday outfit last year, and because I specified it was lingerie, she was upset about it. Wait. Okay, now I'm confused. Okay, I'm getting very confused here. So you're sending lingerie pictures to her boyfriend? I mean, that's kind of... Let's see. That's interesting. There might be a reason for it. I'm just trying to think. If there's a woman sending lingerie pictures to like my boyfriend, I would be confused or something. I might be more like, oh, can I see? But I could see who someone being more like insecure about their relationship would be like be upset about that. No, that will love people thrive. Summer song, this is instrumental. I hate when misunderstanding happens, yeah. Especially when you get a lifetime ban from it. And like, I'm so different than now compared to when I was then. Yeah, because of course, yes, a good answer was a statement like that. I guess so. 2 bucks, I guess so. I hate when people can't just talk their issues. Yeah, can't talk my issues because after 3 people I'm currently banned from, the first person I do not have any form of communication with. The second person, because the first person I don't have the Discord username or anything, so I don't share any Discord servers, so there's no way for me to communicate. The second person has banned me on everywhere, and the third person probably has done that too. So the first case, I made a mistake that I wouldn't do again. It wasn't anything serious. I tried to be funny, but I was new to the community, so it was a bad choice. But still, I was learning still. And then yeah, I'm banned, so no discussion about it. The stream, I was banned by a moderator, so the streamer is possibly completely unaware that I was banned. Which makes it funnier. And then the second one, that person did say things that made me upset, and I didn't like the person saying such things about me. That is completely untrue. So I didn't want the person part of my community, and I never banned said person, but I didn't want. I didn't want the person writing in my stream, especially considering that person I just have been like said things I didn't want in my chat anyway. So, but then that person got upset and banned and blocked me everywhere. So I should probably have talked about it. So that's kind of my fault. But the person could also have opened up and asked me also. Before blocking me, but the person did not want to talk to me. So in the third case, now it's gonna look the reverse. Not really the reverse, because I'm banned from the third person, and I cannot. And when you get banned, you can send one, if the person has that enabled, which the person had, a request, like a reason for why you should get unbanned. I did send that, and it did write like that I have no idea what's going on. I want, like, could I get a reason for why this is happening, and just contact me, and like you have all these options to contact me on. Which I haven't received any answers, so either the person has not seen it or just ignored it. Thing is, I was not interested in seeing him. It was a high school friend I was showing. So it's a friend of yours that you. Well, if you're friends, yeah, some people are just overly defensive of that stuff. I wouldn't have any issues with that, because I would feel secure. I feel secure in my relationship. I would trust. I would have trust. I wouldn't go snooping around or anything. My aunt and former uncle are still technically married, even though they were separated a couple of years ago. And my former uncle, yeah, because wait, how does uncle work? How does former uncle work? Has been living with his side piece since. Yeah, I mean. If they both have socially separated, they do not have a relationship anymore. So yeah. What if it was a man sending lingerie pictures? Jaded, are you saying that you would be a person who sends lingerie pictures to my boyfriend? Again, my response would be basically, can I also see? It was technically lingerie, but it's not like it was showing much other than cleavage, which she didn't have a problem with. So you were wearing it? Are you wearing lingerie and sending that to your friends? Would you like to be my friend? Anyway. This happened a lot before divorce was approved here in 2004. Not approving divorce is silly. Like, people will fall apart. Bunny. Quote, Pon Pon wouldn't mind sharing a bed with you. Why? This seems rather familiar. This is the song that plays now, I guess. I guess I can type this. Yes. So I can mark this as a being in English. Okay, moving on. Oh shit, super late cyber inflation. Hello, howta. I know a lot of people who wouldn't mind sharing a bed with me, but the problem is that I would mind. Oh, how bragging now are you, Chocobox? I do have a lot of people who have crushes on me, so I know what that is like. Yes, that's why I was confused and didn't immediately apologize, because her boundaries didn't make sense to me at the time. Yeah, and I would agree with that. There have been cases where, like, I'm not sure if I've ever been in a situation that someone wanted me to apologize for something, but if I do not understand what the issue is and they want me to apologize for it, I will not be able to apologize for it. I could say I apologize, but that is meaningless. I think I've talked about something about this before. Maybe it was because I was supposed to apologize for something, or it was someone else who had supposed to apologize for something. But basically, yeah, if I don't understand what the issue is, I cannot apologize for it, because it would be an ungenuine apologization. Apology. There we go. Yeah. I would need to understand what the issue is. And kinda yeah, I guess that's that. Yeah. I hear little snippets of huh. I don't know. Better late than never, of course. Yeah, where do I get friends like that? Well, I would be a friend like that. However, I would only do that to women who would like to share their collection of panties with me, and I can share my collection of panties with them. We can do like a 1-to-1 panty butter trade. Moi hauta, moi Janne. I mean, I was listening and my attention was sparked somewhere along the way. I hope the panty talk sparked your attention. Okay, I reached the bottom of the chat now. So yes, I guess I'll try. Whoa, Jannertto, why? It's drawing the wrong layer. Well done. No. Me talking about panties sparked Jannertto's interest. How rude. Kind of looks weird, but I don't know. Do. I was influenced to remember to do that, yes or no? Oh, I need to stop talking about my underwear. Or underwear in general. I think this will look. This could work if I do it more like that. Like that's now you're right. Absolutely, you're correct. Quote, big fairs mean big panties. Yep. I need to analyze more. First, see how I should draw it. Inside joke about fairy dish soap. Why? But anyway, this is going to be a beautiful piece. Had it somewhere. I need to change this. Okay, let's find a good color. Let's try this time. See how this one turns out. Oh wait, I need to before I do that. Funny. Alright, this one shouldn't be acting. Bounce, bounce, bounce. It's the theme song of Iki Actions. Performed accordingly. I don't remember what the full username was, because the nickname Iki was often used. There are these and a thunder jeep. There are these and a thunder jeep. Well, yes, the thunder sheep. Thunder sheep. Right, guys. Oh, let's see if this my idea here works as I want it. We'll see, we'll see. Problem first of them, the dirty deeds and the thunder sheep. Yes, a good song. I'm out of water, so I mean, here's drawing. So I guess I just need a bed-like thing. Do. Why is this song not having a text? Waving tail. Thunder sheep, yes, it's the thunder sheep. I should sing this song in karaoke. I wouldn't keep up with this song. Whatever I should add. Otherwise I can just do this. Should I write out, go and eat something, and then I guess I'll do the final finishing touches, and I have to send this to Whiskey. How about that? Yes, get your daily fruits. Also, Papacanis is not available for tomorrow. I'm not singing the lyrics. Hydrate. I'm out of water. Flashes. That was done. How many points did I gather today? Or even got 19 points. So what did I comment here? Oh yeah, the global script for layers, for layer references. There you go. Good, good. What? Oh. I guess that's stored separately for some reason, but annoying. And then there you go. Layers as global script for arranging layers without layer masks needed. Other cleanouts. But yeah. There we go. Who to raid? A mermaid. Mermaid? Oh, you got a mermaid plushie. Yes, I have a mermaid plushie. Thank you for stream, Pano. Please have a lovely day tonight. Day or night. Well, it's soon 18, so I guess it's more towards the night side than the day side, but I do appreciate you coming. You are very lovely. Okay. You to raid. I had to push my changes I made so Jannertto can load those, especially considering the layer stuff. Taking notes, I see. Okay, who do we raid? Oh my, there's a community day. Probably want to get a. But anyway. Actually, yeah. Yeah, who do we rate? It's a good question. I do agree. Maybe I was thinking like there's so many people streaming. I guess the stream isn't too. I guess we could raid Mechanical. It is a 6-way collab, but it's actually not that active. How about that? It will be fun. It will be fun. Let's do that. Let's do a raid. Raid messages. Pony Stampede. No, it's Rabbit Stampede. It's a Rabbit Stampede. Cheerleader Rabbit Stampede. Yeah, there we go. I will use a cheerleader rabbit. So if you don't have it, you can use any other Rabbit Stampede. We got Kafki. Kafki is an honorary rabbit. Thank you, Oms, for stopping by. I do really appreciate you. You are a very lovely hair. You can call it. You are an honorary rabbit for the Rabbit Stampede. You can use your own emotes if you have. I don't know if you have that. You're free to use like any rabbit. Kafki can use the Kafki one if you want to. That's okay too. You are an honorary rabbit for the Rabbit Stampede. Even if you're not an actual rabbit, I will recognize you as a hair. Don't worry. Yeah, that works. Thank you. You are lovely, Kafki. That's good. Kafki is an honorary rabbit, yeah. I think I've said that before. And I still stand by that. Because Kafki is so lovely. I know you. We can both be lovely. Am I an honorary rabbit?